Mr. President, Senate's stuck.
We need to fix this. And yeah, we could drag it out over the weekend, and you could start adding more conditions and more ideas. The good idea ferry will start to circulate around here.
During President Trump's first term, more than 500 nominees moved en bloc. You know why? Because Democrats allowed them to move en bloc. Because this was normal to be able to do. But now we're in a new political age where nothing seems to be normal.
And we are achingly close to doing this like adults. And it is not lost on me on 9/11 and after the terrible political assassination of Mr. Kirk that we have a special obligation to demonstrate that politics is a substitute for violence and not a precursor to violence. And we have to demonstrate that we can be adults.
We are spending all our time. Do you guys like the fact that we're a personnel department? That the Senate spends 2/3 of its time on nominees?
This outboard boat was 2,700 miles. How do we know it was coming to the U.S.? So they may be selling drugs in Trinidad.
We are the in-destination point for whatever percentage of drugs coming out of Central and South America.
Maybe. You don't think anybody in the Caribbean's using drugs? What if they're selling the drugs in Trinidad? Are we now the police for Trinidad?
Well, they always
say, are we going to blow up every boat? It's just insane. You can't blow up
what
every
I want to
ship
say, Senator,
that you
is
think
I always
might have
get this.
drugs on.
I'm for state sovereignty. So what do you think about California?
Well, California is not where I live. You asked me about my state.
See, you only care, and I'll reclaim my time. I'll reclaim my time. I'll reclaim my time. You're more likely to be shot standing in a random street in your state than anywhere in Washington, D.C., and you're here because you're lapdogs to the President of the United States, who during the election last year, we said time and time again, I reclaim my time.
Down, Mr. Chairman.
All right, hold on.
My colleague just called me a lapdog for the President of the United States.
Have you seen that letter?
I've not, but I would love to see it like matched with his handwriting.
Yeah,
it just seems really wild. Yeah, I don't want to see it.
Do you think it's believable that someone came in and forged Donald Trump's signature and sent this letter to?
I think unlikely, but anything's possible.
Should they investigate Trump's relationship with Epstein too?
I think it's going to be every file. We're going to push for every file to be made open, and we'll go from there.
So you're telling me someone 22 years ago went back to the future and forged his signature when he was a Democrat. And somehow this person was Nostradamus, knew he would become a Republican, become president 22 years later. Let's bring in a signature expert, a referee, because we can't agree on anything, even when it's right in our face.
There are 20 days until the government shuts down, 8 legislative days. And what are Republicans focused on? Flags, pride flags.
The gentlelady will suspend. Does the gentleman from Florida seek recognition for what purpose?
To identify the fact that that flag violates our House rules by flying any other flag but the American flag.
The chair will remind members his announced policy prohibits flag waving on the floor.
I'm not waving it, Mr.
The gentlewoman is recognized.
Many people in this body have received gender-affirming care. Filler is gender-affirming care. Boob jobs is gender-affirming care. Botox is gender-affirming care. Lots of my colleagues have received gender-affirming care. And let me be clear, I think everyone should have access to the gender-affirming care that they need. And I think we should respect everybody in this country. With that, I yield back. Ridiculous. You are absolutely ridiculous.
Lady is not recognized. Order. The House will be in order.
Please rise for a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk and his family.
In Virginia, we are on the leading edge of President Trump's economy. In my district, everyone knows someone who has lost their job due to the agenda coming from the White House and too often from this chamber. Families everywhere will know someone who has lost their job because of the DOGE cuts, the tariffs, the budget bill, or our failure to address the rising costs on everything from groceries to rent to prescription drugs.
And then to Burchett and then Burleson. Burchett always number one.
That's what I should be. Number one in your heart, number 435 on the chart. That's me.
Mr. Chairman, is that a new shirt and tie?
It's an old shirt, but maybe a relatively new tie. I'm not the slave to fashion.
No, listen, the window pane looks
I'm
great.
far from ever being accused of slave to fashion like my good friend from Florida with the many pairs of tennis shoes that he wears. So anyway, we will wait for a few more members to arrive.
I just want you to know, Mr. Chairman, I noticed.
Thank you so much.